Well, first, thanks to everybody for coming out today. It's really important that we do this and have this conversation and get these challenges from incumbents. I take those very, very seriously. My campaign is primarily going to be about balance. To me, if we don't keep things in balance, things topple. And our good governor recently said that the Kansas economy is based on only one thing, and that was business. And that's wrong. It has to be business, labor, and government. All three of those things have to be in balance to keep this economy moving, to keep taking care of people, and to make sure that business has a healthy place to thrive and provide jobs. So the governor is way off base and giving it all over to business. And he says that time after time. First thing I want to say really is that I'm proud to be living in Douglas County. And I'm really proud to be running as a county commissioner. I moved over here from a county to the west that's had its own share of problems, and I worked there for 33 years in the fire service, and I had enough of politics when I moved over to Douglas County, and I love it out here. It's a wonderful place. The people are tremendous. There's such diversity of people and of places and of natural resources and cultural resources here that absolutely have to be protected for this to maintain the quality of life that's been here for so many years and to keep that going into the future. Part of what I did in public service, I've got 33 years in the fire service, 7 years with the conservation district here, helping farmers keep the soil on their land and keep our water clean and healthy, to keep good crops grown and to minimize herbicide, pesticide use, all those things. Been very important. It was a big, big learning experience for me, and I intend to make natural resources a big focus of this campaign for myself because I have a lot of interest there. But with 40 years of public service, I've seen government work really well, and I've seen government to the west of us very, very dysfunctional. Not just in the city of Topeka, but in that other legislative body that's over there. So I'm proud to be here. I'm proud to be a candidate. And I hope I can fulfill the wishes of the constituents in the 3rd District. And that's about the western 2/3 of the county, roughly from Iowa west out in the county, and from north to south border, and west of Wakarusa, more or less within the city, is in the 3rd District. I was asked for the event coming up tomorrow, they asked about what your role model, who your role models are. And you know, you think about that a lot, and everybody I could think of that I really admire all have their own faults. So how do you associate with them and how have they dealt with them? So my answer was very simple back to them. I said, I love the humor of George Carlin, I love the compassion of Mother Teresa, and I hope I have the wisdom of Solomon. And all I do in my life is try to be the man my dog thinks I am. So I think we have to keep humor in this race a little bit, because it has to be fun. When I was asked to do this, everybody said, oh, it'll be a lot of fun. It's not been a lot of fun. It's fun to see the people. It's fun to have that interaction. And I welcome criticism. I welcome confrontation, because I spent about 6 years doing contract negotiations for public employees. And that was a lot of confrontation. We represented from refuse workers to engineers in Kansas City, and I was once escorted out of Kansas City City Hall by 2 armed officers because I waited to see a supervisor all day. And I was glad to go, and I thank them for doing it because it really helped the organizing effort. As far as what I see going on in the county, Nancy certainly knows better than any of us what's going on in the county. And we have 2 Republicans running in this race as well. Running a pretty ambitious campaign, both of them. It's been our decision early on, and we're sticking to it, that we're not going to litter up the countryside with a bunch of 4x8 signs out there and block your view of this beautiful county. I think a week ahead of time is good. They'll be out there for that week, and then they're coming out, and they won't be back out until we're working in the general election. I did read in the paper this morning, there was an article about changes in new voters and new Democrats, especially in Douglas County. We've gained 2,906 Democrats to 115 Republicans in the same 4 years. So that's a testament to your hard work, and I thank you very much for the time.